Okay, so today we are going to talk about 7 rules that I want you to follow in order to be clutter-free. Sometimes I think we try and make it a little bit too complicated, but these 7 things are quite simple, maybe difficult to do, but simple in concept. So let's see how we go at putting some of them into place. So the first rule is to be very strict about what you let pass through the front door. So when you're trying to declutter your home, the worst thing you can do is to allow more junk to come into the house. So we need to put a stop to those new things coming in. Maybe it's clothes that you have a bit of a thing about. Try and stop buying, even if you just don't buy so many new things. When we're trying to work out we haven't got enough space in our wardrobe, we need to get rid of some of the old stuff. Don't bring in new stuff in until you've sorted the old stuff out. So just be very careful what you let come in to the house. Number 2, always put things back where they belong the same day you took them out. Couple of reasons for this. Firstly, you'll always know where to find it, because guaranteed you take it out and you put it somewhere so you can reach it easily, you'll remember where it used to live. You won't remember where you put it just the other day. Okay? So when you've used an item, I want you to return it to its correct location as soon as possible. Okay? Quite often the items that clutter up a room are useful and necessary, but are causing clutter because they're simply in the wrong place. They don't need to be thrown out, they don't need to be decluttered, they just need to be relocated. And the easiest way to do that is to put it back where it belongs as soon as you've finished with it. All right, rule number 3. Please, please, please don't buy things to store your clutter in. What we're trying to do is get rid of the clutter, not buy more objects to bring into the house. Remember rule number 1, try not to bring more things into the home. We don't need to buy things to store our clutter in. Okay? This is an attempt to legitimise your clutter by storing it in pretty boxes or tubs. And all it's really doing is preventing you from managing the problem. Manage the clutter, don't decorate it, store it, make it look pretty by putting it in pretty boxes. All right? Don't do that. Get rid of it. All right, rule number 4. Declutter a small area every day, even if it's just one drawer in the desk, one slot in the bookshelf. Okay? Remember that a walk of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's impossible to walk such a huge distance in one day, just as it is impossible to declutter a whole house in one day. Think of this as a journey that you're on. Walk a few miles each day and you'll slowly but surely get yourself closer to your goal. So declutter a small area every day. That's rule number 4. Rule number 5. Don't try to sell it. What I want you to do instead is to donate it, throw it out, just get rid of it quickly. When we're trying to develop some momentum in our decluttering, trying to sell our unwanted items can just waste so much time. We move our clutter around because, I'm going to sell that one day. We don't actually get rid of it. Okay, by selling it, you might make a couple of bucks in the long run, but it will slow you down and it will prevent you from ever reaching your long-term goal. So just get rid of it as quickly as you can. Number 6, this is related to number 1. We're being strict about what we let in through the front door. Learn to say no more often. It can be tricky when somebody offers us something, particularly if it's something from a family member, maybe it's an heirloom, it's free. We can be really, really tempted to say, yeah, I'll take that. But what I want you to do is ask yourself if you would have paid for that item. So no one's giving it to you for free. If you have to pay for it, would you still bring it into your house? If the answer is no, then politely thank them for the offer, but decline it. If the answer is yes, I would happily have paid for that, then fair enough, bring it in, that's fine. But if you wouldn't, don't take it, all right? Number 7, have a focus on what you have achieved rather than what is still left to do. If we think about how much work is still in front of us, we can fall into the despair created by overwhelm. So focusing on what is still left to do can actually stop you from beginning. But if you celebrate your success, no matter how small, you can create that momentum that's required to keep you going, even when times are tough. So focus on what you've achieved, not on what you've left to do. And okay, if you need any more decluttering advice, then pop along to lifewrangling.com and perhaps check out the membership community in one of the tabs at the top and get cracking on your decluttering. Good luck.